I know it's coming. I can't do this forever. I'm 35 years old.
June 1st, Newark, New Jersey pay-per-view. Main event, Islam versus Poirier.
This is the first time we've seen a fourth. Big left hand lands by Poirier. He's looking for the finish here. Gaethje hurt.
Gaethje's hurt bad, but he doesn't have the wherewithal to clinch.
Dustin Poirier, goodness! Knockout! Oh my gosh, he does it.
Alvarez is done. Eddie Alvarez is done.
Right hand.
A warrior, Eddie Alvarez. That's the Poirier finish.
That is it. Dustin Poirier closes the rivalry and knocks out Eddie Alvarez.
Dustin Poirier, a permanent top fighter not only in the lightweight division but also in the world's best league as a whole. Very soon, this tough and unshakable veteran will get back into the game to put on the line all of his experience in an attempt to conquer the undisputed championship for the third time, which belongs to Islam Makhachev. Given that, we present to you a compilation of the most legendary performances from Diamond that shocked the world. Number 5. Michael Chandler.
Dustin Poirier, your time is coming in Khabib!
Let's start today's video with the only fight that Dustin Poirier had in 2022. After losing to Charles Oliveira in the title bout, the Diamond was not in a hurry to come back, as he knew that even despite the defeat against Du Bronx, he was still a top 5 fighter who would not fight random guys. Back then, the Iron Mike from Bellator already appeared on the horizon and shined many times, going through 9 layers of hell with almost every elite fighter of the lightweight division. The fight was held on November the 12th at UFC.
Knock him out. I think he can knock me out. I think we both have the confidence there on the feet.
Not long before the organization of this bout, these two had a little back and forth that made some noise, at least, because a commonly respectful and calm Dustin approached Chandler at the arena himself to say something to his face.
I knew somewhere this was gonna come up. The thing with me now and my wife, we spoke about it. I'm not tweeting, look, nothing negative towards nobody in interviews, online, nothing. If I have something to say, I'm gonna say it when the person's present. And that's what you saw right there. I had
Total of 12 minutes, these two delivered a true massacre, which rightfully earned a Fight of the Night award. Michael Chandler a bit overestimated his abilities, wasted all of his energy and drowned in deep waters where Poirier feels like it's home. Not only did the Diamond batter an explosive and pressure-heavy opponent, but he also completely outplayed him, which as a result brought him the victory already in the first half of the 3rd round by a submission choke. By the way, Dustin became the first fighter who managed to make the Iron One surrender.
Feeling good, man. I had 11 months to sit back and sit on a loss. And I was trying to get fights that whole time. Nothing came through, nothing materialized. I'm not sure whose fault it was, but I was training back home. Just sitting on that championship loss, it hurts. But it drove me to get better and come in here and get the W tonight.
Number 4. Justin Gaethje.
I'm 18-0 at 15 knockouts. Has anybody in the history of MMA fighting had 15 knockouts in their first 18 fights?
Next, we will overview the war that Highlight and Diamond put on in April of 2018. At that moment, Dustin Poirier had already established himself in the lightweight division and was looking to ascend to the very top, right at the same time when the roster of the world's best league got complemented by an irrepressible and wild brawler, Justin Gaethje. Before the fight with Poirier, he already tested the level of opposition in the UFC and as a result was handed his first loss in his career. However, he was not willing to stop.
I mean, the sport is so crazy. Anything could happen overnight, and I feel like I'll be the closest I've ever been to fighting for the belt with the win on Saturday night. Maybe that is the next step, maybe one more, but I'm right there with the top 2 guys, I believe.
A quote specifically said, "I'm up here on a pedestal, ready to fall flat on my face, and I want the guy that can embarrass me the most," and that's what I got. So, you get what you ask for.
It's more mental. The physical work's done. I'm ready for 5 rounds hard, but it's more mental. It's like I'm ready to bleed. I know I'm gonna have to leave a piece of myself in there Saturday night, and I'm willing to do that. I know what's at stake. I know the kind of fighter he is. I know the kind of fighter I need to be to get the win. And you know, that stuff's intriguing to me. I appreciate that stuff. I honor that. That's what fighting means. It is. This isn't, you know, you don't play this. That Saturday night is the definition of being a fighter. You know, that feeling I'm gonna have in there in the later rounds when we're both bleeding, and I pull through and get my hand raised. That's what I do this for.
Poirier and Gaethje delivered a fundamental and teeth-shattering clash, which did not slow down until the very end. That came only in the beginning of the 4th round. Before that sequence, both had time to blast each other numerous times and test the durability of their opponent's body. However, Dustin happened to be more skillful in striking mastery as he caught Highlight's chin after another low kick and finished him via TKO, making the referee step in.
You hear that? Not at all. I kind of heard it on the walk out to the cage. They were booing me and yelling crazy stuff, you know. But and I heard, you know, they obviously cheered him and booed me when I walked out. But hey, like I said, hometowns, townhomes, family reunions. I'll beat you anywhere.
Number 3, Eddie Alvarez.
Hey, don't boo this man. This guy's a champion. This guy's fought all over the world. I got nothing but respect for this guy.
In the middle of this compilation, we get to a fight in the lightweight division which took place right after the clash between Diamond and Gaethje. By July of 2018, Dustin Poirier shared the octagon with Eddie Alvarez for the 2nd time because their first fight ended in a rather controversial fashion.
Lorenzo Fertitta texted me tonight and said, you guys got to get instant replay because that was the wrong call and, you know, you need to work on that.
The first bout between the two took place in May of 2017 at UFC 211, and back then the results of the fight was not definitive because it was stopped and ruled a no contest after Eddie threw an illegal knee at the fence. It raised a lot of questions not only in the journalists and the media, but also in the UFC representatives themselves. Either way, the opportunity to make a second fight was right on the table, and eventually it got a date and headlined a local event.
It's happening. You know, it's happening. I'm excited, man. I'm grateful every morning I wake up happy and grateful that I'm here, that Eddie's here, that we got him here, and that we got 25 minutes to find out who the better man is.
I was too much in my own head, very hesitant the first fight, too much thought going on and didn't do much. I gave Dustin a lot of space. And you guys are going to see almost immediately right away the difference in the fight when Dustin Poirier isn't given the space that he wants and needs to create his opportunities. He does very well. He's a gifted fighter, talented and athletic, and he does very well with space. If you take that away, it'll be a long night for him.
Yeah, this is my 3rd main event in a row. I've been on plenty of pay-per-views. People want to see me fight. I don't know so much if I'm an undercard fighter, but yeah, I think it's only going to be 5-round fights from here on out.
After going through a proper preparation and not willing to leave any questions open regarding his performance, Dustin Poirier closed the show and finished this rivalry on a vivid and bloody note. In less than 2 complete rounds, he beat the crap out of the former world champion and put him out.
You know, it feels incredible, man. I know that I have the potential to be the best in the world. I cut no corners. I learn from my mistakes and my success. I put everything into this, you know, and it just feels good to come out here and get another win against arguably one of the best lightweights to ever fight mixed martial arts.
Number 2, Max Holloway.
You know, look, you know, Khabib said he wanted to fight me, but he wanted me to prove myself. And I got Dustin, and April 13, I decided to prove myself. I'm gonna go out there and prove myself, and when he's ready to come back, I'll be ready.
Like in the case with Eddie Alvarez, we're interested in the second fight between Diamond and the Blessed One. Perhaps some of you don't know that Dustin and Max had an opportunity to share the octagon 2 times throughout their careers. They crossed paths for the first time in 2012, and back then Poirier got the victory. And by the way, it was a submission, which is the only stoppage loss of Holloway till this day.
Man, I'm happy. You know, I came here to get a win and I finished the fight. You know, I'm 4-0 in the UFC now. I mean, come on, guys. I'm here for real. I just showed it again. You know, I train hard. Like I said before, I don't cut corners. I'm here to be a champion, man. One punch at a time, I'm going to be a champion.
Only 7 years later did the World's Best League put these guys against each other once again to identify the next title contender for the undisputed Lightweight Championship. The interim lightweight title was put on the line in the main event of UFC 236.
I do. I believe I'm going to win Saturday night. And a lot of people want predictions. It's going to be a tough fight. This might be the best fight anybody's ever seen. You know, I don't know. This is going to be a grueling fight, I believe. He's going to be in there with no quit, as am I. And I'm going to walk away with the belt. Like I said, I don't know a prediction, but I feel like I'm going to stop him, and it's going to be one for the times, man.
Like I said, you know, the belts don't mean nothing. They're all in my closet. You know, I just want the toughest fights. You know, this is what the UFC came with, so I'm taking it, and I can't wait. You know, and you know, having 2 interim titles on top of this card, it's history making. You know, and we like making history. So you know, April 13th, tune in. You guys are gonna get a great fight, great cards, and Christmas is coming in April, I guess. Should be fun.
Yeah, it might benefit him. He might come in feeling better than ever, and I'm expecting that. This is going to be a hell of a fight. This is you know, both of us, our fight IQ, this is a high-level fight. We have 40 fights between us in the UFC. I mean, this is going to be a hell of a fight, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the moment, the challenge. Not only do I accept this and look forward to this, I honor this. I go to bed at night. I can't wait. 25 minutes. Let's go.
No legacy of Max Holloway in the featherweight division, no experience that he gained in those 7 years, nor any preparation or game plans could save him from the masterful boxing of Dustin Poirier, who had an inner feeling that it was his time to get to the top. Throughout 5 hard rounds, Diamond did not let the Blessed One get close and was beating him up round after round.
Holloway busted wide open, Joe.
Which eventually made him the interim champion and earned him a unanimous decision victory.
Man, this feels amazing. I feel like I'm in a dream right now. I just beat one of the pound-for-pound best in the world. To be the best, you gotta beat the best.
Number 1. Conor McGregor.
Nah, not anymore. For me, the aura's not there anymore. Very dangerous fighter sitting right here for sure, no doubt. But I see a man, you know, you guys in the crowd, cheer it up, have fun. But I see a man here in front of me that I defeated, and I know I can defeat again.
And of course, at the number 1 spot, we have a fundamental fight that our hero has been approaching for 6.5 years. All you know that back in the distant 2014, these two already clashed with each other and the fight did not unfold in favor of the Louisianan prospect. The mind games and nerve-wracking trash talk from the Irishman pushed Dustin out of his zone and balance.
It is. It's personal and it's business. It's a grudge match. I don't like this guy, you know, and I'm not sure. It sounds like he doesn't like me, obviously. Well, we're gonna go in there and see who's a better fighter. You know, that's what it comes down to.
However, a lot of time has passed since then. Old grudges were forgotten. Poirier grew as a professional and had time to climb to the very top of the lightweight division. By January of 2021, the Notorious One decided to return to the game and have a rematch against his old rival at UFC 257.
Dustin Poirier, great to talk to you. Let's get right to it. A lot of people have you as the underdog in this fight. Do you think you deserve to be the underdog in this fight?
Man, I've been the underdog in so many fights and got my hand raised. I've been the underdog my whole life. I'm comfortable in this position, and no, I do not think I should be.
Why do you not believe you should be?
Because I've been putting in the work. I've been beating the best guys in the world. I've been in these battles and getting my hand raised. I always find a way.
I have a million shots. I have so many weapons in my arsenal. And, you know, they're all fine-tuned at this time. I'm in a phenomenal place. And I look forward to getting out and showcasing, you know, painting my picture and putting on a beautiful performance for the fans around the world.
I go honest with myself into the unknown, you know, really. I understand that the guy's dangerous. I know that he's a good athlete. His timing is good. I understand the challenge in front of me. And recognizing that and admitting it and being okay with the threat that's in front of me, you know, that has drove me all training camp to show up here in my best, most focused, and in position to perform.
When the time came, Diamond pulled off an unbelievable upset that went down in the history of the World's Best League forever. His fight IQ was superior to a stagnated McGregor, which eventually led to his unconditional victory in the second round. Dustin shut down the Irishman's legs and finished the job, becoming the first man to knock the notorious one out cold.
Yeah, I'm happy, man, but I'm not surprised. I put in the work. First off, I want to say Conor took this, this result very professionally over here. He's a pro, man, and nothing but respect. We're 1-1. Maybe we have to do it again.
Bonus spot: Benoit SAINT-DENIS. About Dustin Poirier's accomplishments on his professional journey, we can't help but mention his latest performance that took place on March the 9th of 2024. After losing to Justin Gaethje in a rematch, the Louisianan took time to deal with the defeat, and as you know, he treats that stuff really seriously. The organization found the right moment to push the young prospect from France, who was on a streak of stoppage victories, and gave him Poirier at UFC 299.
I was really happy. He's a tough guy. A lot of tough guy in this division, is the top 5. It is surprising to a lot of people that I'm facing him, but I think it's one of the only weight class where it's surprising to face a top 5 opponent after 5 finishes in a row. So yeah, I'm really happy. He has a lot of experience. He is a former interim champion, of course. So it's really gonna be a test match for me. It's a big test to see if I'm ready for whatever is next behind Poirier.
It was because he's finished his last 5 opponents. He's a very dangerous guy, young, gritty, just a tough guy, and he's earned his shot to crack into the top of the division. I respect what we do, and that's just how it goes.
If everybody here liked the Chandler Poirier fight, I think you will like the SAINT-DENIS Poirier fight.
We will also mention approximately 16 guillotines in the first round from Dustin Poirier that he tried to execute on the Frenchman, just to always remember and never forget. But speaking about the actual fight, as Diamond stated himself, the old dog still has it. The Louisianan veteran masterfully dismantled Benoit SAINT-DENIS in brutal fashion, sending him into oblivion already in the middle of the second round.
I'm not trying to, brag or be boastful, but I've done a lot in the sport, and I've been fighting for a long time. This was like my 50th, or around my, maybe more, or right under 50th mixed martial arts fight. And I've done a lot, and I've checked a lot of boxes, but there's one that's still unchecked, and that's being the world champion.
What do you think? Does legendary Dustin Poirier have chances against Islam Makhachev on June the 1st? Leave your opinion in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the new videos, and of course, hit the like button if you enjoyed this one. See you soon.